Hey, girl, I've been to the cave back with, so technically, my second live of the week, even though I went live earlier today. I was trying to do a video of what I was out here doing, but my phone says I don't have enough storage. So I was like, you know what? I can just do a live. So that's what I am doing. I kind of want to give you an update on the plants in the grow bags for everyone who was pretty interested in those and watched me plant some things in here. I'll show you the older things and then I'll show you the stuff that I planted on the video with y'all. And if you didn't catch those, go back and watch it. I do have an album called Gardening or something like that. So anything garden and plant related is in that album. If you're interested, hey, it's Marie. Hey Michelle, yeah, I'm in the garden. I'm sweaty. And it's so easy to put out food, y'all. Like, even if you don't have space to plant in your ground, you can get grow bags like these, put some dirt in them, and throw some seeds in them. And you literally can just throw seeds. There are, certain things that I like to tell you to do for certain things, but I promise you, if you throw some seeds out there, something's gonna grow. But anyway, these are grow bags. These are my mustards. I sprayed them just a little while ago, so that's why they kind of like got a little a little laid down right there, but they're getting bigger. I'm excited about these because these are my zucchini and they usually start flowering and then the flowers fall off. See? But the flowers are actually staying on and they're getting bigger. So if you don't know, the flowers is where the zucchini is going to grow. See, look, there's a freaking wasp in there doing his business. Oh, that's a yellow jacket. No, thank you, sir. I'm going to leave you alone. But he's in there helping to pollinate the flowers. Thank you, sir. I did these on the video. I'm trying to remember what that is. I don't remember what that is, y'all. This is watermelon. That's spinach. I think this is bell peppers in here. More kind of peppers in there. And then some more, I think that's mustard in there. But see how this stuff is coming on? Everything but this has green stuff, and these are the most recent bags that I planted in. And only this one hasn't popped up yet. What is that? I don't remember. I really don't remember what that is. Might be onions, actually. There might be onions. But yeah, we're gonna have some kind of food pretty soon. And then I was telling y'all that I needed to clean out the raised bed. So that's what I was over here doing. Thank you, Esmery. So that's what I was out here doing earlier. And I was gonna try to go do a video to post, but my phone said I didn't have enough storage. So I was like, I don't know live, I can do that. So just showing y'all, I cleaned out both sides. This side I didn't clean as thoroughly as I cleaned over here because of the things that I wanted to plant over here. I needed it to be sort of kind of, you know, clear in there. Over here I wasn't so concerned because I'll tell you what I'm planting over here. There are still some greens and things, look, still planted over here from before, and they just keep coming back, and I'm gonna let them do what they're doing. Um, am I planning to grow the watermelon in the bags or transplant them? I'm gonna leave them in the bags because I don't have the ground for them to spread out like that. So I'm gonna leave the watermelon in the bag. And they're not like huge size watermelon, they're smaller size. So they'll just grow out up and out if they need to. So starting them off with the greens in the bag, and then like I said, they'll throw the vines up and out. That's why I put the squash and skip the pot and then put the watermelon so that they wouldn't be getting tangled up in each other. So yeah, and there were trees all back here. Like there's still some back here, but I had to cut all of that down as far as I could because I'm like, these little trees just popped up out of nowhere. I had grow bags back there. I had to move them. So that's where that one came from. That pot came from that grow bag. And I those some of the grow bags that I used a couple weeks ago from back there too. But look, like, I don't have any gloves on anything. So I'm not messing with that because I don't know what that is. But like the oak trees and baby trees and stuff, I cut them as far down as I could But I was like, where did y'all come from? But anyway, leaving these that are already there, I planted garden beans, like a couple here, planted corn right there in that corner. That'll be my first time planting corn, but the editor kind of wanted to try it. So there's that. And then let's see, all of this here is cucumber. That's why I didn't really care about like cleaning it out so much over here because it's going to be taken over by the cucumber vines and everything anyway. So I wanted to give them a big part of the space. So I gave them half of this over here. And then over here in the back is cabbage back there. Um, what else? Spinach here. And then up front is sweet peppers here and some celery here. And then I kind of put marigold seeds in different parts, like around the corners and in the middle. Because I messed up and planted marigolds all the way around in my raised bed a couple years ago, and they took over, so I had to thin them out. So I didn't want to do that this year. They took over like the food. I'm like, I don't want to eat the marigolds. I want to eat what I planted. Let's see what y'all saying. Oh, you saying hi to everybody. Thank you, Esmeree. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So, and then in here, I planted some white soul strawberries, some more of those, the rest of that bag. And there is some kind of pepper. It's like a little orange pepper called a datil pepper. And I also put some carrots in there because there wasn't many pepper seeds. And then over here, I am planting tomato. So we'll see how that goes. Ugh. I had the tomatoes last like a couple years ago in that back corner, but they didn't do so great back there. So I'm putting them here so that I can move them around if I need to, right? So that's what I did and put them in the grow bag. But yeah, here's all the stuff that's over here in this corner that I have planted. I'm tired and I need to go take a shower with a bath. But yeah, and I also use these little labels. They're copper and they're on these little stakes. There's tall ones and there's these short ones. And you can just write on them, like you see Kale is on there. You can just write on them with permanent marker, and at the end of the season, eventually they'll be like this. So you won't be able to see what's on there. You just write back over it. So that's what I do with these. But whoo, it's hot out here, y'all. Do y'all have any questions? I'm gonna have to water these seeds in everything in the grow bags. I watered the line of grow bags earlier today, but the raised garden needs to be watered in these bags and pots that I just put out here. Oh, and I didn't add any new dirt over here. I did add the rest of that bag of dirt that I had for the grow bags. I used the rest of that dirt here. And what else? Oh, I put raised bed feed in both of them, fertilizer, because there's no unless I put new dirt in there, there's no nutrients coming back in there, and the plants can't really reach the depths that they need to get more nutrients down through the raised bed or even in the grow bag, right? They can't get to anything. So you kind of have to give them some more nutrients. And I always put worm castings in there, but since this hasn't been tilled in a while or any dirt hasn't been added to it in a while. Sorry, I'm fighting mosquitoes. That's why the camera's moving. But I put some of the raised bed feed in there to give it some nourishment. But that's it, y'all. If y'all don't have any questions, then I'm going to get off and I will bring y'all on like I keep doing to show y'all more things. I don't think I showed y'all. Did I show y'all my strawberries? I have some strawberries on my strawberry plant over there on my patio in my strawberry tower. I have a little bitty white one still, and then I have one that has turned red, and it's like medium sized. So we'll see. But my dream is to have a raised bed full of just strawberries. So one day, we'll see. But yeah, but that's it, y'all. If there's nothing else, then y'all welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Great variety of crops. Thank you. But yeah, once I start picking out what I'm gonna do for the fall and things, I'll bring you along. Once I start harvesting this stuff, I'll bring you along. just so y'all can see. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Don't overexert yourselves. Don't overexert your pockets. But what you can do is go use some food. All right. Bye. I love strawberries too, Esmeralda. See y'all later. Bye.